These are some hard and toxic lessons that I've learned about romance in maybe the past, since high school, I want to say started. Um, First thing is coercion. So I did not know what coercion was until about a year ago. And when I saw some videos about it and some definitions and explanations of it, I was kind of mind blown because I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I've been through this before. So, with an official definition of coercion, it is the practice of persuading someone to do something by using force or threats. Now, that's one definition, right? But it kind of goes deeper into that. Now, you might think of something extreme, like, for example, Wikipedia for coercion says, like, putting a gun up to someone's head. That's a very extreme version of it, but specifically in this case, I'm talking about like romantic coercion. This coercion would include pressure, manipulation, also threats, intimidation to make someone want to engage in sexual activity or, maybe date them and whatnot. That's specifically the one I'm talking about is dating. So I had an ex best friend from high school, and I didn't realize that this was coercion. And the thing with coercion is that I've learned it's very easy for people to say that, like, oh, well, you eventually gave in to it and kind of blame that person. But when you're asked the same thing over and over and over and over and over, and I'm emphasizing over and over and over again, it's like in a way you start to think, huh, maybe I should give this guy a chance. So my ex best friend was basically asking me like on a daily basis. Oh, just about maybe not daily, but weekly. It felt like daily, but he was asking me like why, like what my type was, why I wouldn't date him, what he would need to do so that I could like him romantically and all this stuff. And we were in high school and stuff, so I mean, you could say, oh, maybe he didn't know what he was doing and we were just fucking kids. But to be honest, you can't use that excuse all the time because, you know, even teenagers know what they're doing sometimes. I feel like you can't use that excuse all the time because I feel like if you're persistently asking me these same questions and I'm giving you the same answer, oh, I don't see you like that, or, I see you as a friend, like one of my best friends, yada, yada, yada. It's like, I think you know the answer, but you're just hoping for a new answer as you continuously ask. And eventually, after him asking me over and over and over and over, I eventually months later was like, "Do I like him?" Maybe I thought that I did, and I think I thought that I did, and there were reasons that, of course I wouldn't wanna pursue a relationship with him aside from all of that consistent, like, asking the same thing over and over just for me to repeat myself, but it's like the thing with coercion is, like, that I've learned is that's a part of it. The intent of asking over and over for a new answer and then to eventually change your mind from your original and firm answer. Look, if you ask someone like if you ask someone to go out or something, or you ask someone if you could have sex with them and they say no, like you should take that answer as no. Continuously asking shows that like you're not getting the picture. Now, of course, like I said, like there's different kinds of coercion and stuff, but it's just crazy because it's like I eventually thought that, "Oh, maybe I do like my best friend." Like, "Oh, maybe I do actually like him." But later, much later I realized I didn't. I don't know how to close off this section, but it is a bit of a like hard and toxic lesson because it's like at the time I didn't realize what coercion. I didn't even really understand what that word meant. Um, but also it's a hard lesson because you don't want to do something because someone is pressuring you and asking you over and over to do something when you already told them no. Like it's important that you stay firm in your answer. But I know circumstances are different and whatnot. But that's the first lesson. The second lesson is love bombing. I've been through love bombing like two and a half times. And two and a half times might sound like a weird number. Like, how do you go through love bombing like half of a time. The first time it kind of happened, there were signs of it. But the person that I was talking to, like, I think he got bored of me or something, so he just kind of dipped, and I was like, "Oh, okay, dodged a bullet there." But the first time I really fully like was involved with love bombing, it was terrible. Like I can't comprehend the time and effort that people have to make it seem like they are in love with you and that you're everything that they've been looking for, and they try to craft their personality and their whole character to fit exactly what you want in a partner just to get you into a relationship with them, like to speed up the process to get y'all into an official relationship. And it's a lot, and the first time I experienced love bombing, it's like I thought that this person really loved me. He was saying all the right things, giving me the attention that I wanted, but really it's like he was doing that to other women too. I wasn't the only one, which I'm not going to say this guy was a narcissist because I don't like throwing that word around, though the behavior could parallel to narcissism. Like it was like somewhat narcissistic behavior. But I have learned too that narcissists, like actual narcissists, they do use love bombing as a tactic. And after they get into the relationship, they fucking change and they start being their actual true selves. It's like the honeymoon phase. Once, the honeymoon is over, it's like for real game time. Like it's a whole obstacle course. It's terrible. Um but it made me learn that I can't trust what everyone says to me like up front. And it's crazy because not everything is love bombing. Like if someone's like giving you a lot of like love and compliments it doesn't necessarily mean that they're love bombing you. Some people just love very hard. And there's also nothing wrong with that. But it's like looking for those signs, it's very important. And they try to get you into such a romantic state that you don't notice that stuff, but I've learned that you have to be very, very skeptical and cautious. And it's fucked with my trust issues a lot, but maybe that's for the fucking better. The other thing is flirting without being official slash waiting is pointless. Y'all aren't official. Like y'all know you like each other, but you don't make it official. There's really no point in flirting. It's a waste of both of y'all's time and it causes like all kinds of fucking confusion. Like you might as well just get together because if y'all aren't official and you're flirting with each other still as if you are in a relationship, it's going to get messy, especially if they start to like other people and then someone feels betrayed or heartbroken and whatnot. But it's like y'all aren't official, so it's like the flirting may have kept y'all linked somehow, but they went with somebody else eventually because they decided to start the relationship. And I went through that in high school, so whoop de doo. I was a stupid fucking kid. But also waiting is pointless. I mean, this is circumstantial, right? A lot of the stuff that I went through was like when I was in high school and whatnot, but there's no point in like saying, oh, let's wait to get together and but yeah, like there's no point in doing that. It's just like you either get in the relationship or you don't. And if you're not, you should, in my opinion, stop flirting or else it's not going to be fun for one of you or either of you. Another one is your gut is probably not wrong. When I tell you that my intuition is a crazy thing, it should be a fucking superpower. It's like my sixth sense. But the amount of times that I doubt it is so detrimental because I am an overthinker. I I tend to think about all kinds of scenarios of what can happen in a situation. Sometimes I just get feelings that things are happening. They're just not right in front of me. And I'm like, "Oh, no, you're literally thinking about it too much. You're doing too much. Like, calm down. It's probably nothing." And then boom, it comes true because I was right. I'm not saying my intuition is always right, but my gut is probably not wrong. Especially having like bad feelings about people in like the romantic sense. It's like little things that seem very little to other people, but it says something way more to me about what they might be like as a person, and I should probably look out for that. But of course, when you think about what other people may say and like, "Oh, you're just that's not that major." Like, how does that mean that they're a bad person? Or how does that mean that they might be like a, shitty person or you need to be cautious of them? It's a little thing, like get over it. When you think about it like that, it's like, oh, like you think, oh, I'm overreacting, I'm doing too much. No, no, it's like the little things that I analyze usually mean something. Like they kind of like mix with other little things that I notice or big things, and it blows up right in my fucking face, and I feel like a fucking dumbass. But I'm trying really hard to trust my intuition more and trust your gut. I will say that. Like if you have a bad feeling about something, I'm not saying necessarily just go ghost, but just keep it in mind. Don't just ignore it and brush it off because I feel like your gut really does just like punch us like in the stomach like listen to me nigga like I'm telling you something but you're not listening, okay? So that's another thing, and the last thing is that heartbreak sucks ass. It sucks ass. I've been through heartbreak multiple times. Sometimes like maybe a little more intense than others. It is definitely an emotion. Like, I mean, have y'all ever been through heartbreak before? Because you feel empty. I know one time when I was heartbroken, like I was basically like dissociating. Like I felt I was empty, but to the point it's like my soul was just like separated from my body. It was weird. I was numbing myself. So numb that I couldn't cry. And then other times I was crying like a lot. Some people's heartbreaks might last like a week. Some people's heartbreaks might last a month, maybe even longer than that. But the thing is like you'll get out of it. But I feel like that's just like a part of love and it doesn't even have to be romantic. It can be like heartbreak can be with like your friends or your family too. So I don't want to just dumb it down to romance just because the video is themed like hard and toxic lessons I learned about romance, but it is definitely a journey. It is a healing process and it's a lot of like especially sitting with yourself and thinking about how you want to handle it. If there's really anything to handle, how you want to handle your emotions, how it's going to affect you depending on like how the situation went down. Honestly, I would never want to feel like heartbreak again, even though I know that's like inevitable. Like it's going to happen again. I feel like I'm talking in circles. I don't think I have a really like closing statement for that section, but yeah, like it's just shit that I've been kind of like thinking about because, like I said in my video where I was reading my poem that I titled "The Accidental Birth of Venus," it's like love is not sunshine and rainbows like all the time. It's made to seem that way to us, especially when we're little kids and we're growing up like, "Oh, love is just like fucking oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Like you need to fall in love like right now." No. It like all this shit that I just talked about, it's hard, it's difficult. And that's not even the only like shit that's shitty about love. There's like way more things in between this and probably stuff that I've never fucking experienced. That's it for this video. Let me know if you relate to anything that I said, if you agree or disagree with anything that I said. If I miss anything, tell me. Let me know cuz I only talked about like 5 things. I feel like there's 50 things, you know. But yeah, that's it for this video and until the next one, whatever I talk about.